When my uncle sees the power of the stagger, he'll believe me.
He will stagger and babble when questioned.
Why does he stagger his mind with the mathematics of the sky?
Hey everyone, and welcome. You know, English can be a really tricky language, right? A single word can have a bunch of different meanings. And that's exactly what we're going to get into today. We're going to unpack one super versatile word that has three totally different, but very useful definitions.
So first up, a word that stumbles. And that's kind of perfect, actually, because our word today is all about losing your balance in more ways than one.
All right, to get us started, I've got a little puzzle for you. Just think about this for a second. How can you stagger without moving your feet at all? I know, it sounds impossible, right? But trust me, by the end of this, you'll know exactly how. And the word is stagger. That's the key to our puzzle, and today we are breaking down its three very distinct personalities. Okay, let's dive into the first meaning. We're going to start with the most common one, the physical one, that you can actually see with your own eyes. So, at its very core, to stagger means to move in a really unsteady way. This isn't just walking, it's that wobbly, off-balance motion. If you can picture someone who looks like they're just about to fall over, well, that person is staggering. And you can totally picture this in real life, can't you? Think about being completely exhausted after a long run. You don't just walk, you kind of stagger over the finish line. Or maybe you're trying to carry a huge, heavy box. You might stagger a bit under the weight. It's all about that feeling of losing steady control of your body. Okay, so we've got the physical meaning down. But remember that puzzle I gave you, how to stagger without moving? Well, this next part is the answer. We're shifting from a physical feeling to an emotional one. And this is where it all clicks into place. See, the core feeling of being knocked off balance is exactly the same. It's just happening in a different place. A physical stagger is when your body is unsteady. An emotional stagger is when your mind gets knocked off balance because of some huge shock or surprise. Now, you'll hear this one used a lot as an adjective, staggering. This describes the thing that causes that mental shock. It means something isn't just a little surprising, it's so big, so astonishing, it's almost hard to wrap your head around. Here's a perfect everyday example. When you hear this sentence, you know the price tag wasn't literally walking unsteadily, right? No, it means the cost was so unbelievably high that it was just shocking. It was enough to make you feel mentally off balance just thinking about it. All right, get ready, because for our third and final meaning, we're taking a completely different turn. This one has nothing to do with being unsteady or feeling shocked. It's all about organization and scheduling. The big thing to remember here is that this is something you do on purpose. When you stagger events, you are deliberately arranging them so they don't all happen at once. You're spreading them out over time. A company's staggering lunch breaks is the perfect real-world example. Just imagine if everyone in a busy office left for lunch at the exact same time. The phones would just ring and ring. So by staggering the breaks, you make sure someone is always there and everything keeps running smoothly. So there you have it. We've seen stagger as an unsteady walk, as a shocking surprise, and even as a clever way to schedule things. Let's do a quick recap just to make sure it all sticks. All right, this little chart here is basically your cheat sheet. First, you've got the physical meaning, that unsteady movement. Then you have the emotional meaning, that feeling of shock. And finally, the scheduling meaning, arranging things so they don't all happen at once. Three totally different ideas, all from one amazing little word. So my final question to you is, now that you know all three, which meaning are you going to try to use first? Maybe you'll talk about staggering your appointments, or maybe you saw a movie with a truly staggering plot twist. Give it a shot. Thanks for digging into this word with me today.